Welcome to Z.O.N.A Origin. The title screen looking pretty nice. This game is pretty similar to AMD Radeon. This is a great game. Radeon 2 I think will be great once it's finished. Soccer 8 game.
My name is Voron. I am the commander of the secret government unit SHIELD. The last thing I remember is that we were sent on a mission in two groups. The first group traveled by helicopter, flying over the fractured anomalies of the zone. The second moved on foot, trudging through dead, contaminated towns and villages. We had one goal, one route, but fate had other plans. The zone decided to intervene. An anomalous discharge struck us suddenly. A blinding flash, a thunderous roar rising from the depths, and then emptiness. I woke up near the ruins of Pripyat, surrounded by a deathly silence. No one was around. No trace of my group or those who were on the helicopter. In my mind were only fragments of memories, like the rustling of old newspapers in the wind. A faint whisper about how the Freedom faction had found something significant. Bunker X. Something strange is happening here. These discharges, could they be connected to the discovery of the bunker? Or perhaps the zone itself is leading me towards secrets beyond comprehension. Step by step, I press forward. Here, in this cursed silence, where the zone jealously guards its secrets, every answer costs more than life itself. Time has frozen. The path is laid. Only those who do not fear the darkness will have the zone's secrets revealed to them. But remember, here, every answer has its price, and every step could be your last. I have no choice. I am ready to pay that price.
Hello, Stalker. Let me tell you about the world you've entered. The right controller is your guide in this ominous and mysterious zone. Use the joystick for left or right turns. I recommend moving as you would in reality to make your movements more natural. Plus, it will help you burn off those extra calories.
I'm playing seated. I'll prefer to keep my calories, thank you.
The left controller is the key to moving in the world. I hope you know how it works in VR. If you do, great, be careful. The dangers of the zone do not forgive mistakes. We wouldn't want to die right at the start, would we? When you're ready, approach the green marker. We'll continue there. And I almost forgot. If you want to speed up while walking, press the stick forward to start running.
It's really nice in VR. Very nice.
Excellent. Now you can familiarize yourself with the slots that will be useful during your journey through the zone. Let's start in order. The slots marked in red are for storing ammo magazines. You can place them in the pockets on your chest and in the backpack over your left shoulder. To access the backpack, simply reach over your shoulder. It can be fixed in the air, but remember that if you move more than 3 meters away from it, it will automatically return to its place. To put the backpack back, you can either reach over your shoulder and release it, or bring your hand to your chest and release it. When the backpack can be placed over the shoulder, it will be highlighted with an outline. This is done so you can see when it can be done. Now about the yellow slot on the right side of your belt. This slot is for pistols. It will save you in combat when you run out of ammo in your rifle and a monster is chasing you. You also have blue slots, one just above your belt and another on your head. In the lower slot, you can store a gas mask or a thermal imager, and in the upper slot, you can wear and use them. Let's move on to the large green slot over your right shoulder. Here you can store automatic weapons. To put it in or take it out, you need to make a few simple movements. Bend your arm at the elbow and bring the controller to ear level. Don't try to reach too far behind your shoulder. Remember that this slot is tied to your head, and if you try to look to see if you've placed the weapon, the slot will automatically move back. So your hand should be near your ear to ensure that the weapon returns to the slot. Do you see the white sphere above your head? That's a flashlight. Bring your hand to it and it will turn on or off. It's also important to know that you have a pouch with bolts on your left. They are necessary for temporarily disabling anomalies, but we'll talk more about that later. Further on, there's a PDA where you can view the map, current tasks, adjust graphics, and additional VR interaction options, and save your game progress. Note that saves are not available during training, so don't forget about that. When you're ready, move on.
Stuff you can sell. This is just a tutorial. Stop this night.
Here's your first pistol in the zone, the Makarov pistol. To your left, you have full magazines for it, and to the right, empty ones. But don't worry, they can always be reloaded. Take the box of ammunition and bring it close to the magazine and you can reload it. I want you to know you can both load and unload a magazine. To do this, squeeze the trigger on the hand holding the box. The bullet will change color and you can unload the magazine and discard it if you don't need it. You can also transfer bullets from one box to another. It's all quite simple. I'm sure you'll catch on quickly. Try some shooting practice if you want. See the bottles standing on top of the container? Don't be shy, go ahead, and I'll be waiting for you further on.
Gun. Love the backpack system. Very much like into radius. Yeah. You can only squeeze so much in. Like a real bag, unlike into the radius where you could put things inside each other. We're definitely going to have to prioritise where we place stuff. We want to maximise our loot. Be cool. Can I grab it? That's the wee circle.
Now let's discuss the most important thing, your health. As you may have noticed, on your left hand is a portable PDA that displays your vital stats. Health, hunger, radiation protection, and psi protection. All these indicators are critically important. Hunger and health can be restored with injections and food, while psi protection and radiation recover over time. Keep an eye on these indicators because if they drop to 0, radiation damage will double, and you can die faster. In the training mission, all damage is minimized compared to the real zone, and the influence of hunger is disabled. Now about artifacts, mystical items of the zone. They can both increase and decrease the body's resistance to damage. To find out the pros and cons of an artifact, take it in your hand and press the B or Y button on the controller, depending on your controllers. This way you can learn not only about artifacts, but also about various items, including weapons. But for the artifacts to work, they need to be placed in the appropriate slot in the backpack. Take out the backpack. Great, see the 3 small white slots? These slots are specifically designed for artifacts. Place them there, and your vital signs will change. Also, remember that artifacts can only be found in anomalous zones using detectors. They are highly valued by stalkers. And now we've come to the first dangerous area, the anomaly zone. They are often invisible to the naked eye and can be deadly, but always remember the bolts on your belt. Take out a bolt and throw it into the anomaly. This way you can discharge it. While the anomaly is recharging, usually taking 7 to 10 seconds, you can pass through. Go ahead, don't be afraid. I'll be waiting for you further on.
Wrong health injector. That's very cool. A medium health. That's the short. Stick on the sleeve. Very cool. And that actually looks better than most of the anomalies in, or all the anomalies into the region.
Stop! Wait! Do you see that blue sphere ahead? It's one of the most treacherous anomalies in the zone. You can discharge it with a bolt, but its usual recharge time is only 2 seconds. That's not enough time to pass by it without taking damage. Moreover, these anomalies have a gravitational pull and often clump together, making it even more difficult to navigate through them. You can try to knock them down with a bolt or a handy object, and then it will fly away. But experienced stalkers know that the best way to deal with such an anomaly is to destroy it with a shot from a weapon. Give it a try. Sometimes it might seem like there's no way forward, but remember, that's not the case. Always look for hidden opportunities. Do you see those yellow bricks on the wall? Excellent. Remember, you can always climb them to get over an obstacle. Sometimes, instead of bricks, there might be ladders or pipes, which are usually marked with a yellow line, although sometimes they're not. So, be attentive and careful not to fall. I believe in you. I'll be waiting for you further on.
I don't know. Hit that. Even always a bit off. Climbing feels alright, pretty good. No enemies there.
It's time to arm yourself with more powerful weapons. It's simple. The mechanics are the same as with the pistol. I'm sure you'll have no trouble loading and unloading both weapons and magazines.
And you need to go there.
As you have already understood, in the zone you can modify almost any weapon. To find out what equipment can be installed on the rifle, simply press B or Y on the controller, holding the weapon to see its characteristics. If the modification slots are highlighted in green, you need to find, for example, a collimator sight and take it to the workbench. Then secure the weapon in the workbench slot. The installation point will automatically be highlighted in red when you bring the sight to the weapon. The rest is easy. I'll be waiting for you further on. We have almost finished your training.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
It's time to practice shooting at infected scientists. They might be insanely stupid, but they still pose a danger. In training, they inflict significantly less damage than in the real world of the zone. Remember this. You probably already know how to deal with them, but let me give you a piece of advice. Many monsters in the zone can be killed with a single headshot.
Quite cool looking enemies. I like that they disappear like that. Very nice. Oh, didn't realise you could actually pop the reeds. Nice.
Your training is almost complete, my young Padawan. All that's left is to reach the end of this building. But who knows what awaits you there? I would prepare for surprises if I were you. After all, anything can happen in the zone. Hey, he. Good luck.
Switch forever. You can't take, this is just the tutorial levels, you can't take these things with you. So you get to look the deed as well. Okay, so yeah, having the stuff. No point, just a tutorial level. It's weird. One's in there now. Circle was on the ground. Keep my eye out for that. I'm doing some proper looting. Go for stalker. is our hideout. Sleep. Store stuff. That. There's a lot of zones to go to, it seems. Hopefully there's some decent sized ones. And we can cook. And so to repair extremely damaged weapons we use a hammer. WD-40 for very damaged, and WD-10 for light damage. You just spray the weapons, you don't have to brush them at the radius, I don't think. What's the light damage? Take you can spray paint your weapons. Looks like a decent amount of storage. Ooh, we can actually draw, reminds me of the first version. I can draw on the map too. Reminds me of the first version of Into the Radius. You can draw on the map. A little bit out. Yep. Very nice. Yeah, that. Oh, TV.
26 апреля 1986 года ночью в час 23 минуты на четвертом энергоблоке ЧАЭС произошла
I don't
авария.
understand a word they're saying.
Прогремевший взрыв и последовавший за ним
Like a
пожар не только разрушили здание и
noble
реакторную установку, но
documentary
и
or
унесли
something.
человеческие жизни. Первая группа технических экспертов и специалистов НИКИЭТа прибыла на ЧАЭС вечером 26 апреля, а вторая с видеооператорами 27-го.
Cool. I'm loving this so far.
Hey, Voron, when you get a chance, come see me. I've got a job for you.
There's like a home base area. Right. feel like. Difference into the radius of an actual people. That will look pretty cool. Restart it.
Нам подошли из-за угла потом гоп-стоп. Ты много на себя взяла.
He's singing a song. Happy.
Good to see you're feeling better. Last time I saw you, you looked awful. The emission really did a number on you, but that's not important right now. Do you remember anything? Why you went there and what your mission was?
Not really, everything's in bits and pieces. I remember we were with a group. Beyond that, it's all a blur.
That's not good, but I think you need to give yourself a bit more time. It'll come back to you. Let me give you a simple task to check your skills. Haven't forgotten how to survive in the zone, have you?
Completely forgotten, mate.
We've got a cursed spot here at the base. Stalkers avoid it. I'll mark it on your PDA map. Take a detector and look for an artifact there. When you find it, come straight to me. After that, we'll call it even for saving you. Meanwhile, I'll dig around through my channels about your group, maybe find something useful.
Alright, agreed. I hope you can find out more. Really, all these wee triangles are people then. Question mark. According to the search. Yeah. Down here. Ooh, this. Kill the relic. The what? The relic. Doesn't give me any information. Not did any questions. Doesn't it? No information or anything. Doesn't seem like there's any buttons to press. hand's stuck. There we go. I need to use this. Slightly more health, but takes the other stuff away. Oh, you can't even store them. You can only put one in stock. Do they move? Who's moving? Oh, they were static. Seems like can be stealthy if you want. No, at least with human enemies.
Oh, I had no doubt that you would handle this task. It means the emission didn't damage your mind too much. That's good. Thanks for the artifact. We can consider ourselves even. Now, about your problem. I managed to find out a few things. Stalkers from Z.O.N.A said they saw a chopper near the village of Krivaya Rogan shortly before the emission. But it wasn't a regular one. How can I put this? It was different from the ones that usually patrol the zone. It had some additional protection against ESI emissions. Judging by its flight direction, it was heading towards Pripyat. I think you should start your search there, but you can't just walk into Pripyat now. The last emission made large areas deadly for any stalker.
So, there's no way to get to Pripyat now?
Not exactly. There is one way through the underground collector. I can't say it's safer than the surface, but at least there's no high radiation level. However, you better not run into a domovoy down there, one of the most dangerous creatures in the zone.
And what the hell is that?
Oh, every stalker describes the encounter differently, if they survive. Big, hairy, with glowing eyes in the dark. But all survivors say the same thing. Despite being strong, there's something human about it. If you don't attack it at the first meeting and look it straight in the eyes, it seems to understand and pity you. But if you turn away or shoot, it attacks immediately.
Okay.
All right. Enough scary stories for today. Maybe they aren't there anymore. Strange creatures. Anyway, I'll put the coordinates of the underground collector in your PDA. When you're ready, head there. I'll also add the coordinates of the raid zones. You don't have any gear. You can find some useful stuff there. Sometimes you can find something very useful. What you don't need, you can always sell on the black market to buy weapons, ammo, or medkits. And also, consider this a personal gift from me. I ordered an AK-74 and a Makarov pistol with some ammo to be left for you in your shelter. Hope it helps.
Thank you.
And remember, you're always welcome at the Free Stalkers base. You can talk to the guys. Maybe they have some tasks for you. But I'd recommend going on raids first. Running around the zone with just one rifle is not the best idea.
Thanks for the help, mate. Main mission. I'll go back to my shelter. So let's question marks off first. Just here.
Hey, I heard you're planning to head into the zone.
Maybe. What's that to you?
Easy now. I'm not an enemy. I just have some information that might be useful.
Information, you see. Well, go on then, let's see what you've got.
Listen carefully. There are places in the zone that aren't marked on the map. Hidden locations. Not for everyone's eyes.
Ooh, alright, go on.
Stalkers say that you can find information about these places in their PDAs. Those who were lucky enough to get them. I've heard there are 3 such places. Shelter 145, the Forgotten Warehouse, and the Cursed Tunnels.
Interesting.
The coordinates for the first 2, only the zone knows how to get them. But with the Cursed Tunnels, it's easier. I know where to find the right PDA.
Alright, I'm listening.
Head to Pripyat. There, in the old Prometheus cinema, in the back wing. According to intercepted messages, one of the bandits has the PDA you need. It contains the coordinates to the Cursed Tunnels. And remember, you can get to the junkyard through them. And there, you can find a lot.
Interesting. What's your stake in this? Want me to take out the bandits? You could have just asked.
Not quite. When you get to the junkyard, you'll understand everything.
Ominous. Alright, questions stacking up. We haven't even got a weapon yet. Who are you?
Hey, glad to see you at the Free Stalkers base. If you got questions, don't be shy. Ask away.
What's new in the zone? Got any tips on how to make some quick? Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem. With a bit of skill, some wit, and a dash of luck, you can go on raids. There's always a chance to scoop up some decent loot, then offload it on the black market. You can stock up on ammo and supplies there too. But here's the thing. Our black market doesn't always have what you need. And the selling prices, let's just say, far from great. So eventually, you'll want to find other selling points. better prices, better stock.
Alright, thanks for the tip, mate.
Oh, and one more thing. If you come across a location called Dead Swamp, check it out. Creepy place, yeah, but the artifacts there are top grade. After the last emission, they say real rare stuff started showing up. I'd go myself, but gotta admit, I don't quite have the guts. Old stalkers say not everyone who goes in comes back out.
Dead swamp. Alright, keep that in mind, mate.
If you got questions, don't be shy. Ask away.
What can you tell me about factions in the zone?
Ha! Where do I even start? You'd need a couple hours to hear the whole story. But short version, you run into us, the Free Stalkers. Then there's Dawn, Strike, AFU, and Doomsday. Oh, and of course, Bandits. Can't forget that scum. There's also Freedom, but no one's seen them in a long time. After they found Bunker X, they just vanished. And that was right when they were at their peak. Folks thought they'd bring order to the zone, but they just disappeared.
Interesting. Tell me more about the others.
Dawn, one of the most tech-savvy factions. They run some kind of scientific research. We stay out of their way and they're friendly enough to regular stalkers, as long as you don't start anything. AFU are military. Survivors from the Great War. Real tight-lipped types. Don't trust outsiders, but they don't shoot without reason either. Strike, fanatics. Obsessed with bringing back communism, and they'll kill anyone who disagrees. Only ones they get along with are the Bandits and Doomsday. They used to fight bloody wars with Freedom, but now, Freedom's gone, and Strike's still around. As for Doomsday, hell knows what's going on in their heads. But one thing's clear, they want to wipe out everything, living or not, in the zone. And worst part, they're better equipped than anyone else. So do yourself a favor, stay the hell away from them.
Factions.
If you got questions, don't be shy, ask away.
Maybe you've got a few survival tips.
Not much to say really. It's all basic. Conserve your ammo. Aim for the head. More likely to drop the target in one shot. Unless they got a helmet, then the bullet might bounce off. Switch to single shot mode when you can. Saves bullets. In a shootout, always find cover. Especially out in the open, when facing a group. You wouldn't believe how many stories I've heard about stalkers getting taken out without even knowing where the shots came from. Why? Because they stood in the open like targets. The rest comes with time and experience. Well, if you're not a weakling, and your nerves can handle it.
You got it. Thanks for the advice.
If you got questions, don't be shy. Ask away.
Nothing for now. Maybe I'll drop by
Well,
later.
if you ever feel like talking, I'm always around.
Alright. I'm going to speak to you later, mate. Very helpful guy. Nice little community there, look here. Flowers, pumpkin. Working hard or hardly working. What is this wee red thing down here? Oh, fire. Do anything with that? So have a look in these buildings. Open these. Fridge. Can you open a fridge? There's that much space here to open a fridge. Open that. Oh, I can open these ones. Good. Take that. Oh, this. Nope.
Hey, Sadoi said you might be able to help us.
Maybe, depending on what needs to be done.
Here's the thing. Near Pripyat, in the industrial zone, Doomsday has set up some kind of relays or jammers. Now our stations can't hear anything but interference. Could you go there and disable them?
You think you do it yourself? You have enough fighters?
It's not that simple. The Free Stalkers, you see, try not to make enemies in the zone. Peace, friendship, and all that. Yes, we have very strained relations with Doomsday, but we try not to provoke them. They're one of the most dangerous factions in the zone.
You want me to do this alone? I might have amnesia, but I'm not an idiot.
Wait, don't get angry. If you do this, I'll give you the coordinates of one of the Stalker hideouts. You might find something useful there.
Alright, I'll see what I can do when I have the time.
Great, I'll unlock the coordinates of the industrial zone on the map in your shelter.
Yeah, they said the artifact was almost on the surface. Just reach out and grab it. Sure, I reached, and bam! The anomaly scorched my pant leg like a damn iron. While I was tumbling around, zombies showed up, like it was a damn sale. There I am, half charred, one boot missing, and they're all like, ooh. So I go, ooh, right back. Hey, fair's fair. Gotta keep the conversation going. Barely made it out, but hey, still breathing. And the artifact? Turns out, it's just a regular pebble. Only glows after getting hit by lightning. Now it's sitting back at base. Everyone's staring at it like it's some rare treasure. Yeah, right. A glowing rock. Let 'em believe it.
I like that. I like that I've got the guys only just standing around. There's actually little conversation, little pieces of lore you can pick up. Hopefully they've got more things like that. All of that sort of stuff. Keeps the world feel alive. And there's these guys sitting around the fire seeing this.
Getting cold again. Snow's coming soon.
Just remember, don't eat the yellow snow, especially in the zone.
I did once. Glowed for 3 days straight. One artifact even reacted to me, believe it or not.
Maybe that wasn't snow, more like fumes from a chemical anomaly.
Or tracks from a pseudo-dog with digestive issues.
Great. Thanks, guys. I was just about to eat. Now I've lost my appetite completely.
That's the zone taking care of you. Fast a little, live a little longer.
Yeah, just make sure the fire doesn't go out. Or the next yellow trail might be out.
It's awfully quiet. Not even the dogs are howling. Feels like the zone is up to something.
She always waits. Then wham! Someone flies into an anomaly instead of snagging an artifact.
Maybe the zone's just tired of us. Watching us warm up, camp meet, tell old stories. Thinking, these guys again?
Los, didn't you say once you ran into a domovoy at the dump? Or am I just imagining things?
Oh, right. You did. Come on, spill it. And none of that mumbling like last time.
Alright, listen up. I was alone that day, walking past the old water station. It was getting dark, and just my luck. The flashlight started flickering. I think, whatever. I'll make it to the trailer and crash there for the night. I get close. Doors ajar. I pull my piece just in case. Peek inside, and there's tea already poured. A can of stew open, and some rustling going on. I go full alert. Figured it was looters. Yell out, "Come out and you'll leave alive!" And in return, silence. Just the chair creaking, like someone stood up. I take a step in and the stew's closed again. Bam! And the tea's cold. That's when it hit me. This ain't people. This is a domovoy. So I go all polite. "Sorry, brother, didn't know it was taken." And what does he do? Slips a brick into my backpack. A real one. Stamped and all something like KP86. Since then, if I see an open door, I always knock. And I never leave the stew out overnight. Just in case he decides to leave me another souvenir. I've got 3 of those bricks already.
3 bricks already, huh? Ever think the zone's hinting that you should start building a shed?
Ha! The Domovoy's just trying to help. You just gotta share your stew fairly and everything will be fine.
Yeah, especially if he's already helped himself first.
Hey, Losis. Is it true you once almost sat on an artifact?
What do you mean almost? I did sit on it. Couldn't see it in the grass. Thought it was just a rock.
And? Did it go off?
Oh, big time. For 3 days, I was like a walking taser. Everything I touched would crackle. I could heat up a can of stew without even opening it.
You should have patented it. Electrolos, multi-tool edition.
Yeah, right. Until I sat on the toilet and a spark flew up. I thought a damn emission had started.
The Zone clearly loves you, just in its own twisted way.
Jó doszło. Where exactly do you sell stuff? With możliwości. Trochę mniej. Give me my hand. Ah. God damn it. Outside. And canvas, pickle, pickle. Squeeze this. sale on this. Oh, tight squeeze. Where's the camels? Chocolate milk. Damage as well. Must be like throw it and get like into the radius where you just sticking it. Is this where you do stuff? Like it. Save. But decent split and weapons. I got melee weapons as well. That looks nice. Like that. Donut. Hamburger. Actually buy out with that as well. Flashlight. Why would you need to buy it? I wonder if it's better than his flashlight. Laser sight. That's all flash. Decent selection of stuff. Everything else. Really impressed with this game so far. It's just the home area. Weapons. Go burst. How this worked. What do you make him a corners? Here. Yeah. You just yeah. That's red. I think they run out. Green and white. Spray that hand if you want to do that thing. That was pretty cool. I think I'll have fun with that later. And my weapons will take the strange colours. Hard to point at the gun. Right. Well, that was the main mission. You see, we should go to raid zones first. Which are the red ones? Abandoned village.